Welcome back to the Weekend Warrior Show Recap Podcast. I'm Tyler from the Unemployed Architects. This week, I'm going to be talking about our two-nighter over in Davenport, Iowa at Kilkenny's Pub. So, pretty classic Kilkenny's weekend, I think. Nothing too extraordinary on either side happened. It's always fun. The first night, it's just getting there is half the battle, I feel like, because it's a 2-hour drive and you have to prepare for the whole weekend, so you got to bring a bunch of extra stuff. And I brought a lot of PA gear. I always bring a lot when I go there because it's a really loud room. Did the in-ears like I've been doing, which I'm starting to really, really like a lot. So we got there. It always is a little bit of a struggle to get there. And, it was a nice night and everything. We probably got there about 7:50. We were supposed to play at 9, so it gave me a little over an hour to set up. But, with loading in and it was like there was a couple costume contests since it was holiday weekend, Halloween weekend. So she wanted to go and get ready, so I kind of did the majority of loading our stuff in. She took all our bags and stuff up to the apartment that they supply, but I loaded the gear in and got that all kind of going. And I just always feel like the first night's more about getting everything there and plugged in, and may not sound amazing until like the third set sometimes, but I got everything there and it sounded okay enough by the time we started. And, it just takes a while to dial in and get comfortable kind of singing. I didn't really feel very relaxed that first night, but I almost never do. And the crowd, is a little bit less always on the Friday show. The Saturday show is always like a little bit better. And played the show, went fine. We went to the break room right after, which is a little place we like to get food. Nothing too exciting, except the heat wasn't working right, so it's very, very cold in that apartment. And it was a long evening of lots of blankets, and of course I didn't bring appropriate clothing. I had to host a costume contest this night, and it's kind of like an impossible situation, I feel like, because people would just get mad at you. If they wanted me just to pick whoever I thought would be like the winner, and the costume contests were pretty. So the Friday night was $300 for the winner, and then Saturday was $500 for the winner and $200 for the second place. But Friday was a good practice for Saturday because there were a lot less people, and it just wasn't. The stakes weren't as high. And I decided, not to just do a crowd poll for every costume to see who won. The first night, the person who just dressed like Jesus won because he got the most applause. And then, and he bought drinks for everybody, and that was nice of him to use his money that way. Kind of bought around for everybody there. And it was fine. And like I said, it kind of prepared me for the second night, which there were way more costumes. Probably shouldn't have done the crowd poll as much because there were so many costumes that about halfway through the audience, the people clapping and stuff, lost interest for sure. So I was up there for, probably a half hour presenting costumes and kind of hosting, and I felt bad because some of the people who went later that probably looked better didn't get the applause that they were probably due, but got through it. And so the second night in general was just better. There were more people there. It's just so nice because since we leave our stuff Friday night all plugged in and everything. I unplug a couple things, but for the most part everything's still there. So to just walk down, I think, I slept till maybe 1 or 2, and then got up. We got some food. There was a Halloween parade, which was kind of funny to, watch all the kids get excited about the candy and the costumes, and then, tried to stay warm. Got a little workout in at the apartment. They have a little elliptical up there, which is nice, and then it's just like getting ready for the show. And, I probably went down around 6:30 to reset stuff, because we kind of pull everything back and get it out of the way. So, but I went down there early, and it probably took about an hour, but I was able to get everything just so much more like better dialed in. So I just felt right out of the gates like everything was already, because by the third set of Friday night, you're definitely a lot more dialed in the first set of Friday night. And then Saturday, is just an elaboration on that as far as mixing and the monitors and just the overall, so the in-ears and everything. So I just felt right out of the gates like it was sounding pretty good, and played a lot more originals the Saturday, because it's just easier to do originals when you feel like it sounded good. If it sounded bad, it takes a lot more courage to, because I always feel like if it sounds not great, or it's like it's not sounding great to me, maybe it's better just to do a bunch of classic covers that people know, and they'll just, even if it's not sounding great, at least they know the words and they know like the song and stuff, so you get a couple extra points. But since I felt like it was sounding really good, the first like set and a half, I think I was playing a lot like not a lot, but maybe I probably got in 7 to 10 originals, which is a lot for that place. And by the end, it was super busy, and that costume contest took forever. And then we played a couple extra songs, and then we had to tear everything down, load it into the car, and get paid, which was nice. We were struggling pretty bad last week with money, because my last podcast I mentioned, we had an unexpected bill, so and then they don't pay us for the weekend until the second night after the show's over. So we were struggling pretty hard till then, but that was a lot of relief when we finally got the money for the show, because we didn't even have, if they wouldn't have paid us, it would have been, I don't even know how we would have got home. So, but then, loading everything up and getting everything in the car, we probably was like close to 2 a.m. I had to make a couple stops for gas, so we didn't get home till maybe 4:30 or 5. And Lo did my makeup that night. She made me look like a zombie for Halloween, so she really wanted to do it. So I was like, whatever. I always pick like the easiest, low-hanging fruit for anything Halloween related. I just don't really get that into it, but she likes it a lot. She went as she had like a lifeguard uniform from Stranger Things, so that's what and then she did like a zombie version, I guess, or the upside down version. But so she spent a lot of time on that and a little time on me as well. So got home and definitely had to wash that stuff off. So I probably got to sleep around maybe 6 a.m., 6:30, and then just slept the whole Sunday. And it's definitely always a long weekend, because I don't think we really sleep very good, because we just bring a air up mattress and we sleep on that on the Friday night in the apartment. And like I said, it was really cold, so just definitely took a lot out of me. But the shows were definitely fun. They're definitely on the fun side for sure. So that's kind of the general what happened the weekend. Like I said, it wasn't nothing amazing, but they were both fun shows, and definitely nothing negative happened, which is always, even more of a bonus. So that's pretty much it for the Davenport this coming weekend. I got 3 shows, so it'll be busy, but no work or anything, so that'll be nice. Friday I'm playing at Pub 13 in Pontiac. Saturday I'm playing a music festival during the day at ISU, so that'll be, I don't really have any idea what to expect. They asked me to do it, and I was just like, okay. So that's about as much conversation as, and they set me sound check times, and performance times, but I really have no. It's called ATK Festival, so I don't have any idea what to expect on that. And then we're playing at Poor Brothers down in Champaign Saturday night, and that's so far always been a fun show. So that's kind of what I'm, pub will be, I don't know. It just depends on, people show up or if it's just me playing to a random crowd of people. Because, that's my hometown, Pontiac. So if the Pontiac people that are like friends of mine actually come out and stuff, it's just a blast usually. And, I can do some fun stuff for them that brings them back, because a lot of those people were around when I was playing in high school and stuff. So it's usually a lot of fun if they make the trip. And then, the festival we'll see. And I'm just doing that acoustic, so that should be, pretty straightforward. If nothing else, it'll just be fine, I think. I don't think it's only a 40-minute set during the day, and then Poor Brothers, like I said, I think will be a lot of fun. So that's kind of what I'll be talking about next week. And if you took the time to listen, as always, I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.